Welcome to our comprehensive walkthrough of LeetCode Problem number 787, Cheapest Flights within K-Stops. In this video, we will explore the problem statement, analyze multiple solution approaches, and explain optimal algorithms in depth. By the end, you will understand both the theory and practical implementation in Python and Java. We will discuss all examples, edge cases, and constraints, and walk step by step through the algorithm. Whether you're preparing for interviews or learning graph algorithms, this video will equip you with everything you need for LeetCode Problem number 787. Let's discuss LeetCode Problem number 787 in detail. The problem gives us n cities paired with a list of direct flights between some cities, where each flight has a price. Your goal is to find the lowest cost to travel from a given source city to a destination city, using at most K-stops in between. If you can't reach the destination within K-stops, or there's simply no route, you must return -1. For example 1, with input n equals 3, flight says 0, 1, 100, 1, 2, 100, 0, 2, 500, SRC as 0, DST as 2, and K as 1. You can take flight 0 to 1 and then 1 to 2, total cost 200. Because K is 1, you can only change planes once. In example 2, with K as 0, you cannot stop anywhere, you must take the direct route, which costs 500. If there is no direct route or no connection with K-stops, the answer will be -1. The constraints include up to 100 cities, 400 flights, individual prices up to 10,000, and the guarantee that cities and flights are properly labeled between 0 and N1. Edge cases include non-existent routes, unreachable destinations within K-stops, multiple direct flights between the same pair of cities, and cycles, but never more than K-stops allowed. Now let's consider how to solve LeetCode Problem number 787 efficiently. The key challenge is combining finding the shortest cost with a maximum stop constraint. A typical shortest path search like Dijkstra focuses on minimum cost but does not directly address the maximum number of stops. Breadth-first search can track stops naturally but can be inefficient for large graphs. Bellman-Ford stands out because it naturally fits problems where we look for shortest paths with a limited number of edges taken, which matches our stop limit. By running Bellman-Ford for exactly K+1 rounds, each round represents using one more flight. This way, we always respect the maximum stops required. Alternative approaches like using BFS or modifying Dijkstra to track both cost and stops are also possible, but Bellman-Ford tends to be straightforward and efficient here. We keep updating the cost to reach each city, only with at most K+1 flights from the source. This guarantees correctness and efficiency. Let's go step by step through our algorithm for LeetCode Problem number 787. We initialize a distance array to hold the minimum price to reach each city, setting the source city cost to 0 and all others to infinity. For each allowed stop, for a total of K+1 iterations, we consider every available flight. For each flight from city U to V at cost W, if taking this flight would reduce the cost to V, we record the new minimum in a temporary array. After checking all flights using the previous iteration's values, we copy the temporary array to our main distance tracker. By doing this, we ensure we never use more flights than permitted by the stops constraint. At the end, if we never reach the destination city within K-stops, its cost remains infinity, so we return -1. This method ensures correctness and safeguards against overusing flights, cycles, or violating the stop limit. Here is the Python implementation for LeetCode Problem number 787. We define a class solution and a method find cheapest price. We initialize the minimum distances with infinity and set the source city's cost to 0. For each number of allowed stops, we copy the current distances. Then, we iterate through all flights, checking if using a route from U to V would improve our costs. If so, we update our temporary array. At the end of each iteration, our temp array safely records updates without mistakenly using more stops than allowed. Finally, we return either the minimum cost to reach the destination city or -1 if unreachable. This implementation is efficient and clear, ensuring correctness under all constraints. Now, let's look at the Java implementation for LeetCode problem number 787. The logic follows our Python version closely. We create a solution class with the method findCheapestPrice. We use integer.max_value divided by 2 for infinity to prevent overflow. We initialize all city costs and update them for up to k stops. For each flight, if taking that flight reduces the cost to a city, we record the new minimum in a copy of the distance array. This ensures correctness for the maximum stops constraint. Both implementations have the same logic and strategy, with the Java solution emphasizing strong typing and clean class structure. Let's step through 2 concrete examples for LeetCode problem number 787 to see the algorithm in action. In the first example, we have 3 cities and 3 flights. Our goal is to get from city 0 to city 2 with at most 1 stop. We start by setting distances from the source to all other cities as infinity, then 0 for the source itself. In the first iteration, we process each flight. We find that going 0 to 1 costs 100, 0 to 2 costs 500, so we update accordingly. Next, in the second iteration, we consider indirect routes. Going from 1 to 2 now costs 100 plus 100 is equal to 200, which beats the previous best of 500. After both iterations, the cheapest cost to city 2 is 200, which matches the expected output. In the second example, only direct flights can be taken due to 0 allowed stops, giving us an output of 500. This step-by-step process demonstrates how the algorithm builds up the minimum price respecting the stop constraint. Let's analyze the time and space complexity of our solution for LeetCode problem number 787. With the Bellman-Ford approach, we perform k+1 rounds, iterating over all flights each time, so the time complexity is O, k+1, times m, where m is the number of flights. Within up to 100 and flights up to 400, this remains efficient. Our space usage is proportional to the number of cities and flights, or O, n plus m, since we track distances and copy states. Compared to other approaches, BFS may require more memory and more search, while Dijkstra can manage both cost and number of stops, but with added complexity. For this specific problem, Bellman-Ford stands out due to its simplicity and natural fit for the stop constraint. Here are some important tips and variations for LeetCode problem number 787. Always be careful with how many stops you allow, as k represents the number of intermediate stops, not the total flights. Using a copy of the distance array each time prevents mistakenly allowing too many flights. Mention the logic behind Bellman-Ford in interviews, as its edge limit handling is key. The problem may be reworded sometimes to ask for exactly k stops, which changes the loop logic. For flights with uniform prices, BFS can be practical, but for variable pricing or dense graphs, Bellman-Ford remains best. Related problems include network delay time and reconstruct itinerary, both important for strengthening graph skills. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope you found this explanation helpful for understanding the solution to this LeetCode problem. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to the channel for more coding tutorials and solutions. Feel free to leave a like if this video helped you, and don't hesitate to comment with any questions you might have. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!